2 days, 3 days a week. You know, they only work Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Speaking of daily setups,
Yep.
so I went back when I was talking when we were talking about the second trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went back through my dates that I set up at my location, right?
Mm-hmm.
So through March, April, and May, I was there. Hold on. 4, 8, 12, 4, 12. Yeah. All right. 13 times. All right. No. Oh, that's March. Hold on. I don't even know where I'm going. June. Sorry. They're 17 times. And from basically April to June, I didn't make less than or gross less than 1,000 in sales. Most of the time it was like 1,100-1,200. I did one in July, didn't go back in August, went back in September. So from the 3 times in September and the 3 times in October, I didn't do over $900 in sales. So that shows to me that, excuse my language, folks, I fucked up because I was building a following, and it's like the following didn't come back. Or not about didn't come back, but either didn't recognize me or people moved on or whatever the case may be. But it was quite eye-opening when I went through all this just to see, like, because I was doing all my totals from where I set up.
Mm-hmm.
It was eye-opening. That's why I'm thinking I want the third or the second trailer just to park there.
Yeah.
But it was very, very eye-opening.
Yeah, we've had that at a couple locations where, like our Dutton Marathon site, where as long as we're there consistently the same day, same time, it's good. But if we deviate or if we take a couple weeks off and then hit like a Thursday instead of a Tuesday, it'll be dead. And Chris and I talked about it kind of at length last fall because that location became a little bit more fluid. We had other stuff pop up on Tuesdays and stuff that we weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I said, I think this crowd is more the drive by. If they see us, they'll stop versus these aren't social media followers that are stopping to see us.
Yeah.
So when they got used to seeing us every Tuesday, when they drove by, they made it a case. It triggered on Tuesdays for them to drive by or to come get food. And then when they didn't see us for a couple of weeks, they either figured we moved on, you know. So we only saw our super, super regulars, like our social media people, when we switched to a Thursday. So I think we definitely, those are things you need to be aware of and conscious of. And I tell you what, this year we're going to be hard pressed to take a Tuesday off of that location. You know,
yeah, it's
or whatever day we decide.
If you're going to set up at a place and you want it to be, and it's not even about being a semi-permanent location, but it's like you want to build a presence. It's going to take a month. You know, in March, I was there 4 times, didn't do over $800 in sales. But as soon as I got to April, I was well over 1,000 each day. And the amount of tickets and amount of number of sale amount of tickets that I've did always grew. So I would definitely recommend to people that are looking out, if they say they're gonna be somewhere regularly, be there regularly. I lost out, I believe, on what I would believe was, I'm not gonna say a lot of money, but a good portion of sales because I wasn't there regularly.
Yeah, we definitely the same for us. I said I was going to be. Pam hit me up on my Facebook Messenger saying that she's listening on YouTube and commented and want to know if we could see them.
We love you, Pam.
Yes, we love you, Pam. Yes, I do see the comments on YouTube as long as I have that tab open. I don't get a notification ding on those. So like I said, I need additional screens apparently to keep everything up. But I do have that now on a separate screen. We hear you. She is. She says, "Happy New Year's from Cloudy, Florida." They are hopped in their motorhome, I think, last week and headed south. So,
Like even more south than Cloudy, Florida?
well, no, they from here they headed south.
Oh. Well, they would have. She would have already headed south if she said happy.
Well, yes, I know, but never mind. I said a week ago. They headed south a week ago.
You mumbled. I didn't hear you. You need a new microphone.
I need a new throat.
Okay. Yeah. So that's where that goes.
What were we talking about?
Make sure that if you're going to tell people that you're going to be there regularly, be there regularly.
Yeah.
I was in the test kitchen yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your chicken and waffle nachos. The nachos part confused me, but
follow me on this.
all right.
So Chad, one of our listeners who's in our chat and listens all the time, brought up a great idea. I was thinking about chicken, like doing little mini waffles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. So I went and got like a little 8 mini waffle maker. It was like $30 on Amazon, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the nacho part is the mini waffles. Those look like those look like, round chips or whatever. Right? I mean, right. Come on.
There was nothing about that dish that made me think nachos. That's all I'm saying.
Well, okay.
That's all I'm saying. It's
so bite-sized chicken and waffles. I mean, realistically.
Yeah, there wasn't anything there for a size. I'm missing words, but you couldn't see the size of the waffles for. So I mean, it just looked like it could have been I don't know. Anyways, I didn't like the way you had it plated. I think there's merit there. Yeah, I don't like the nacho section of that. That looks better than what you posted the first 2 pictures I saw.
That is the second picture.
No, you had posted 2 pictures. Yeah,
correct. I edited the second picture.
I didn't see.
Took the second picture out.
I didn't see it after you edited it, but this looks
my
better.
Wife decided to put the nachos or the mini waffles like this, like stacked back to back.
I like that better. I would also do the chicken on top of the coleslaw because it almost just looks like waffles with whipped cream on top. But it's hard to see the meat. It's hard to see the meat.
Okay. Well, instead of dicing the chicken, I just sliced it. Did like 5 slices of thigh.
And now, so now the waffles look much smaller in this format. You can tell that they are silver dollar sized items. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like this at all.
It's juicy looking chicken though.
I'm not denying that. I think the presentation is not great. Mm-hmm.
So, what would you? Are you a chicken and waffle fan?
I love chicken and waffles.
So I went spicy with this one, and I put a mango habanero glaze on it, like right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hot. It was. I couldn't finish it. It was hot.
I think it needs to be more along the lines of that. Pam says it was not a nacho dish, strictly chicken and waffles. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
What? So what? What size boat do you think this is?
Number 5.
I don't know what that means.
Well, then why'd you ask me what size it was?
Because there's 2 pound, 3 pound, quarter pound, 1
Yeah,
pound.
so a 5 pound. A number
No.
5 pound.
That's a 2 pound.
Okay. So yeah, so there's nothing relationally to tell what size that is. So like when I've done a couple of our bigger sandwiches, I've put a Coke can next to it. So you get a feel for how big that sandwich is. There's
Okay.
there's no way you can tell how big or small anything is in that picture. You know, a boat's not a boat type of thing. You know, so if you zoomed out and had something next to it, but you want the detail of that picture. You know, I don't know.
Okay.
I
can
think
tell you I can tell you that when I just did it with with the spicy syrup that I made instead of the mango habanero, it was fantastic.
I think you just want a very small amount of heat. I don't think you want
No.
a hot dish. I think you want like a good barbecue sauce. You want the in the back. You know, it's there. You can taste it, but you don't want that to overwhelm anything. So definitely sweet, just with a little touch in the back. I think a chicken and waffles would be a very good open faced sandwich. And that's where, so I got the same waffle maker you did probably. I got one off Amazon that made the same thing. But the waffles were too small for my liking. I wanted them a little bit bigger. So that way I could.
Chad bought one that bought the commercial one that has like, that makes like 40 of them.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know Chad, he doesn't go small. Go big or go home is Chad's motto. But I think I don't know. I thought it was tasty. I don't know what I'd sell it for, but I thought the only reason I put coleslaw on top was I was trying to make it like a version of like the Nashville hot kind of thing.
Yeah, I think doing it as I think you need a full a slider size with a full thigh on it, and do like a maple barbecue sauce where you get the maple in it and the sweet in it, but still just a little bit touch of the barbecue in it, and those seasonings.
Yeah, but here, okay, so I get that. So we know that the majority of our people, when they grab food, they get in their car and either start driving or they wait and eat real quick and then go.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're set up at a festival where they're walking around. You give them one waffle, they're going to still have to cut it up.
Yep.
At least with this, it's bite-sized. It's one fork and you're good. Right? Like, wouldn't that be better than one waffle? Accomplishes the same thing.
Yeah, but if you make the waffle the bun, then it's a sandwich.
But you just said open-faced.
I know, but you could go either way. I do like it open-faced because that's more traditional chicken and waffles.
Correct.
What we were trying to accomplish last year for us was like a slider size sandwich. And they have the Belgian waffle, those small Belgian waffles, and they worked great. The size was perfect for us. But I mean, we'd be spending $1.10 per sandwich just on the 2 waffles.
Yeah, I know.
And that just isn't feasible. So,
this batter, the batter wasn't sweet. It was more savory.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically like waffle batter, and I added some barbecue rub to it. I kind of would like to put some cheese in there, but I didn't really get that too far yet. But I think these would hold. I don't think it doesn't have to be crispy, but I think you could make a half pan full and hold them and put 10 to 12, probably 10 to 12 in maybe a 3 pound boat. Yeah. All right. Gives me an idea. Still playing with it. Tasted great though. Tasted great.
Yeah, I've done lots of test kitchen stuff that tastes great, but then it's like, well, how do we get it to where first it looks like something that somebody would want to take a picture of, because that's always in my mind.
Yeah,
that we try to make things pretty so that people want to take pictures of it and share it, and then
I mean,
is it financially feasible to do?
somebody commented that they love waffles and coleslaw.
Yeah, that's a new one for me. We have an increasing number of people that are asking for our beans on top of their loaded mac.
Yeah.
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 Like the order a side of beans said, it's just put it right on top for me. I'm like, all right.
Because that's the freaking barbecue Sunday thing.
I guess.
Would you try those again?
I've never tried them.
Oh.
I've never done them.
Would you try them?
No. Nope.
I got a lot of requests for when I had beans. So I had a catering event before, like a little market I did, and I made an extra pan of beans to try it out, and people were putting beans on top of cornbread. They loved beans and cornbread with like pulled pork on top. It was like $8. It was great.
We did a dirty cornbread special for a day, and it was two pieces of. I did a piece of cornbread on the bottom, and then beans, and then pork or brisket, and then crumbled up a second piece of cornbread on top.
Josh is
Excuse me,
dying, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, it's awesome. It's delicious, but hit and miss. I think we only ran it 2 days, which
Did you
is
sell
enough
a lot
to.
of beans?
Yeah, we'll usually sell all our beans. Usually,
And how much are
so
you
a 10
making?
pound can.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm with you, Bubba. He says beans over mac and cheese is gross. Yeah, it's not something for me. We do have an increasing number of people asking for pickles on their loaded mac and cheese too, and that I tried, and that wasn't bad. Not something I'd crave, but not bad.
Yeah.
Pam's favorite thing is beans and cornbread is barbecue dessert, and that's how she usually pushes the cornbread when anybody orders beans. So,
yeah, I was doing
that. Excuse me, everybody. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I'm making some banana pudding this week. I think. I found a couple different
that.
recipes.
That was my next thing to make.
Yep. Found a couple different recipes that I'm gonna try. Yeah.
I found a TikTok video for apple dumplings.
Yeah.
So it was put cinnamon and sugar on an apple slice, peel the apple first, put cinnamon and sugar on it, and then wrap it in a crescent roll dough.
Mm-hmm.
Pinch the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Make like a not really a caramel sauce. They put 2 sticks of butter and regular sugar. Simple syrup, it's not even a simple syrup.
No.
Anyway, so they put that over it and then topped it off with Mountain Dew. Put it in the oven.
You had me until Mountain Dew.
So these are TikTok people that try videos they see online and then try it for themselves.
Yeah.
And they said it was absolutely fantastic. Like, well, I mean, you had 2 sticks of butter and sugar to something.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
we did
those. I forgot we even did those late in the year. That we tried a couple versions of those, like apple turnover type things.
Yeah.
And I thought they were really good once we figured it out. I don't think I wrote down anything on any of those versions naturally.
Shit,
So
I put canned cinnamon apples on top of a pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah,
that's actually really good.
Be good in a wrap.
We did it. Yeah, wraps are. I think wraps are going to be on the menu this year.
Yeah, glad we talked you into it.
Well,
as a whole,
people just liked them.
Yeah,
I got my new sales tax license in the mail.
I should probably check mine. I have to go over to my business mailbox at UPS store.
Oh, speaking of business.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep talking so you don't have to.
Appreciate it.
No problem. I signed up for Cisco.
Food or servers?
Food.
Oh, okay.
So my goal on my property was to build a outbuilding, have its own electrical meter, and make it my house when I bought it had a half address to it because technically there is an apartment downstairs. So I was going to move the half address to the building. And so I was talking with Cisco. We will not deliver to a residential address no matter who you are. Like, okay. So I'm going to get deliveries on Monday. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to get deliveries on Monday at my friend's restaurant and just be there to pick it up. So it should make shopping a lot easier for me. But that was another reason to possibly have a building is to have deliveries.
Right. How are you storing then? Just on the trailer? Like everything's stored on the trailer then?
Yeah.
Cold stuff?
Yeah. Much as possible. I may have found a game changer with noodles.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I hate boiling noodles.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, nothing.
Should I be looking at this YouTube thing to see what comments are coming through?
No, there's no other comments coming through. I'm trying to figure out. There we go. Something got mucked up. So I'm watching. It has a little screen that has us on it. It's the broadcast. But it was like 20 minutes behind.
Oh.
But everybody was commenting live time on YouTube. So Bubba's watching on YouTube and so is Pam. So their comments were coming in with the conversation we were having.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure that out. That's why I was watching over. I was laughing at your game changer for noodles. So you're going fresh pasta.
A frozen pre-cooked pasta.
Okay.
Cavatappi.
Okay.
I'll try it. Shits and giggles. Test kitchen first.
Okay.
Could be a game changer.
It won't be.
Because all you'd have to do is make your sauce. Oh, you don't put it back in the smoker, though. So it wouldn't work for you.
Why not?
Well, probably would. You still boil noodles, but you wouldn't boil them from raw. You would just boil them to get them heated back up.
I wouldn't even need to heat them back up. Cheese sauce is hot when I put them on the noodles. So as long as they were thawed. Yeah, by the time we add cheese sauce to our noodles, they're pretty much cooled down to room temp, more or less.
So it's 6 3-pound bags.
Well, that's the part that throws me off.
Because you don't know how many noodles you put per pan.
We do 10 pounds.
Oh.
So it throws my cheese sauce ratio off. So we'd be at 9 pounds of noodles.
Yeah.
To the same amount of cheese sauce.
Cheesy.
Yeah. But then we're also, How much are those bags of noodles? Which I imagine are more expensive than.
No, actually, compared to what Gordon's is charging for cavatappi nowadays, shit, $42 a case for 18 pounds.
You're at 42 for 18 pounds?
Yeah.
And what's a 20-pound box of?
Is it 20?
Yeah.
It's 8 bags times 2 pounds. 2 pounds per bag is
2.5 pounds. They're 2.5-pound bags.
Is it 2.5 pounds?
Yes, because I put 10 pounds in and it's 4 bags. Oh. Trust me, I know the noodle sizes there. Yeah, as long as you're getting the Primo Gusto, I'm hopping on right now. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. Let's see here. Cavatappi. All right, let's see here. Primo Gusto for one case is $38. 12 cents an ounce.
Okay, so $4 difference.
And less noodles. So you're getting 8, so 2 pounds less.
Yeah,
for more money.
I make it. You make it. Yeah, we make it differently. But
well, that doesn't change the the cost per noodle.
I know, but I would prefer it this way because it's 3 pounds and that's how much goes in a full pan of mac, which is what I normally make.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it makes sense for you, that's all that matters. I was just curious about the price, so I wouldn't spend the extra $5 to make mac and cheese or whatever it is.
I mean, the good thing about it is your Cisco rep can take prices down to match other people's.
Well, good.
So
I'm glad.
You can get Wagyu brisket through Cisco. Not like I would ever do that.
So have you priced that out?
Yes, actually, I have. I was went through a lot of stuff. I mean, some of their prices are good. Their paper products are a lot better or a lot cheaper than Gordon's. Like their disposables, things like that. But yeah, anyway, whatever.
Well, good for you. I'm curious to see how those work out. Like I said, I think I said a couple weeks ago that we're gonna try to go back to probably shredding our own cheese instead of using pre-shredded. At least try that out. It's a definitely better quality. You have less crap on it. So
supposedly, if you rinse your cheese, it melts better. Just saying. Because pre-shredded cheese has
it's
a
coated,
film.
yeah.
Yes. So if you rinse them.
So I got to rinse and then air dry all my cheese?
No, you don't have to air dry. Just shake it. Just shake it.
Shake it. Shake each little shred and then throw it in the pot.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that sounds much less labor intensive. Go that route then. I will hand clean each shred.
You're the one with employees, not me.
Yeah.
You can make your employees. That's hazing. I need you to wash and drain the cheese, please.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what? Can you grab the sesame seeds out of the back? We are out of the sesame seed buns.
Jesus.
That's an old McDonald's thing. Thrown out a quarter pounder bun, send somebody back for sesame seeds. Yeah, I mean, just in general knowledge, the more you process something, the closer it is ready to eat, the more stuff they add to it to get it to that point to be able to be held and reheated. So I'm curious to see how that works for you. So
blah blah
blah. I'm be very curious to see what amount of doneness that pasta is. So is it pre-cooked? Is it still al dente when you thaw it out, or is it?
One of our guests has been using it for years, or a year and a half with good luck.
Oh, good. I'm glad Nick's been having success with that.
Not Nick.
Yeah.
How quickly you forget our guests.
What do you mean? What, did Bubba say he was using it? I can't remember every conversation. Why didn't he say who has been using it? They mentioned it on the air.
Use it first.
Huh?
Because I want to use it first to make sure it works for me.
Oh. Whatever. Yeah, I just you just might have to tweak some things, that's all I'm saying. Just be ready. You might not have to have it on the smoker as long. But
you put yours back on the smoker?
I do not, but you do.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes.
So you might not need it on there if the pasta is cooked more thoroughly. So for us, ours is very al dente when I pull it off the water, because it will continue to cook throughout the day while it's in the cheese sauce in the warmer. So if we go all the way to, I mean, it's cooked through all the way to where it's soft and not chewy at all. It'll be mush by the time we get to 2:00 in the afternoon, and there'll be zero separation of noodles in the That's all I'm saying. So just be prepared for having to maybe finagle some other timing. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just trying to help you out, but I'm not. That's all.
No,
Don't be getting
I
defensive.
don't.
I'm just looking out for you. I love you, and I want you to have all the success in the world.
Oh boy.
And I hope that you reach your goal this
Damn,
year.
it's getting deep in here.
I hope you reach your goal this year.
Yeah, I haven't set a goal this year yet.
Yes, you told me your goal. You told me your goal. You said it on the air, I think.
Well, but the goals, but that can change.
How much money do you owe me, by the way?
Owe you?
Yeah.
What are you
We have to
talking
go.
about?
We made a bet.
For what?
A Detroit Lions bet, I believe, on them winning the division.
No, I don't even know if it was winning the division. You said you were like, we're going to go 13-3.
Oh, so now I got to go back and listen to podcasting and figure out what the bet was.
Well, good. Put you through some torture. Put you through some torture.
And
Anyway.
I will stand by. They went 13-4. So I'm counting that Cowboys win as a game as a win.
You would.
If you did not watch the Lions game, it was pretty freaking hilarious. Number 70 went in to go report. The refs had a good time with it. It was a very dramatic. I am reporting. The refs being very dramatic and hearing them, and a standing ovation throughout the crowd. It was pretty cool. It will now forever be a thing, I think, in Ford Field anytime someone reports. At least for a while. Yeah, it was funny. So, yeah, what's your goal? So your previous goal was that you said on the air was to beat me in sales.
Yeah, and all right. So more things have come to my mind, right? Come to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the reasons I went through the sales from Brooklyn was to figure out if double the work is worth it. So I believe if for me it'd be double the work. So I would have an employee that would take care of running the food trailer for that time, for those days. And if I did the math on how many days that trailer would be there, so 3 days a week, March through October, it was like 85,000 in sales if I did the average of what I did here, which was like $800 a day, which doesn't seem like much, but whatever.
Yeah.
So minus payroll is like 70,000, and then minus product is, it was like 48 ish. So it's 48,000 worth double the work. So I would have to leave my house early in the morning, open up the trailer, drop food off, turn everything on. Obviously the worker can be there by 10:30 or 10 and get the cash register working and stuff like that. So then I leave to go stock my other trailer. If I do a night event or whatever, I'm not getting home until 9:00 at night. Then do I have to go back out to pick up cash and stuff like that? Or do I trust that person to make a night deposit drop somewhere that I don't already have a bank account with?
But why can't you have that person drop off wherever you're set up or at your house?
Because Brooklyn's on the edge of Jackson County.
Okay.
So wherever I would be, so to my house to there is 25-30 minutes.
Okay.
The one person that I'm thinking about having this run lives the opposite way.
Okay.
So she would have to come 20 minutes to my house, 20 minutes back, and then probably 30 minutes to where she goes to college. I don't know if that's fair to her.
Yeah.
That would be another reason for the building is she can at least do a night drop there. But that's my conundrum is what do I do with the cash? Not necessarily not I mean just I mean, it's a couple $100 probably because we don't do a lot of cash, but
Maybe don't do cash at that location.
I hate that. I
As you
could,
said,
but I
it's
mean,
not a lot of cash. So
it's
I mean,
not. It might be a few $100 a day, but or do I bolt a drop safe to the floor somewhere?
yeah, I mean, that's what I would do if I was that concerned about it and it was that big of a hassle. Just don't do cash. Make that location card only, or set up your Square to do Cash App or Venmo or whatever it is that they accept, so that people have that option.
Yeah.
I think the transaction fees are still the same as a credit card.
Cash App is like almost 4%.
Okay, yeah, I haven't looked close at it,
but as far as so, yeah.
Bubba says you trust somebody to handle your barbecue, but not your cash.
It's not about no. I knew that'd be a comment I'd get. No, it's more what do I do with it? It's not about okay. Does she take it home with her and bring it back the next day? Bubba, does she leave it in the trailer and I go pick it up? I'm not saying I'm parking in the hood, but anything can happen, I guess.
Yeah,
because I have no electricity once I shut the generator off, so I can't install a camera system.
I mean you can. I mean there's plenty of battery. Wise makes a battery camera that would be okay for overnight, and it recharges during the day when you have power back on. And they're relatively cheap cameras, $50 probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
I know Nest has so Wise, and I mean even Nest now. Their outdoor cameras are wireless, so they run off battery essentially.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So you can mount them anywhere without having to wire throughout your house, type of thing. So yeah, there's options out there for cameras for overnight stuff. How often are you going to see this person?
Be every day.
So you're going to see them every day. So why can't they
Correct.
just take the cash with them at night and then bring it back to you the next morning if they're going to see them every morning?
Let's say we have a good day, and let's say the majority of that's like them taking $1,000 home. Is that fair to them to put as far as their safety involved? Is there safety issues or anything like that I need to be worried about?
I would say it's what are they comfortable with?
Yeah, I know.
So, and the Chad kind of had the same there. Are they willing to hold the next day? Yeah, it's they're not at any more risk walking out of the trailer at the end of the day with it than they are staying there all day with it.
True. I mean, I know.
So,
I don't know. I guess I don't know if I'm comfortable with it, and not a trust issue, more of a because it wouldn't be a trust issue because I can easily see, hey, we did $500 in cash, but you only gave me $450. That's easily explainable, but it's like I don't know. It's just how I feel with them. It's more about their safety than trust issues. But yeah, I mean that's
you're gonna have that problem with anybody.
It is up to them.
Yeah, you're gonna
can
have
always
that.
Have them go. Can always have them go down to Rite Aid and
yeah, I mean absolutely. Or you don't have a business bank account set up anywhere else, right?
No,
yeah,
I mean, I can.
That would be your other option.
There's a Huntington Bank right next door.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Huntington business account, and yeah, it's easy to add on a second depositor, and just like I always ran deposits for McDonald's, and that was a whole lot more money than a couple $100,
Yeah,
I mean, there's definitely days
and we're talking small amounts here. We're not talking huge amounts.
Yeah,
I do remember back in the day when we thought that $500 was a huge amount of money.
Yeah. Huntington will even give you, I mean, they'll give you a deposit bag. You can even get locking deposit bags from them. I think you have to hit a certain amount for the locking or have an average. But just a regular zipper Huntington bag. Yeah. It's, and then you can do night deposit. You can drop it off on the way home. You know, put a deposit slip in the bag and drops it in the night deposit box. And she's off and ready. So, and that bank account doesn't have to be anywhere where you keep money. You know, you can always then transfer it to Square.
Yeah, I know.
Probably a whole lot easier than actually going to a Rite Aid to do it, you know, because then you can just do a bank transfer
for sure.
if you wanted to. Or if you needed to transfer money from Square to a business account, that way everything's still business-y if you needed to do it that way too. So everything's figure-outable, Skippy.
Yes. I like that word. I use that word a lot. Figure-outable.
Daily for me during the summer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if I did get a building, I'd probably sell the second trailer then. Yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
Well, with that building being empty, I'd have to, put stuff in it.
Pam says you can also get disposable deposit bags, so you don't have to chase down the zipper bags.
Correct.
Chad said make Susie do it.
Yeah. Chad, why don't you call and make Susie do it?
Yeah, we on
I
our end.
I wouldn't say she knows where her bread is buttered, but I think I know where my bread is buttered.
On our end, our schedule is filling up quickly. I think we have spots for all our weekends. Right now, we got into hopefully a brewery in Allendale for Sundays that has food trucks 7 days a week out there. They do zero food, so they do a rotating. We finally got into the rotation, I think, for Sundays. So that should be good for us. And then, yeah, now we just got to fill in the gaps with all our regular lunches and stuff. None of our hospitals and stuff are even added onto our calendar yet. So, I think this is going to be the fullest calendar we've had. I hate that we have to wait another 3 weeks though to find out on festivals and stuff. So,
yeah,
it's freaking driving me crazy. Mostly because I have a lot of those that, like, I'll get an email from whatever city, here's our events for the year. And I fill it out and I got to pencil it in on our calendar.
Yeah, I know. I had to do that too.
It's like I'm skipping things for other cities,
Or how about the fact that Saturday I signed up for an event that I already have another event booked to, and I already paid the $150 for.
Well, it's like none of this stuff we find out for us until February. So it's like, do I intentionally double apply for some events in case we don't get one? Maybe we'll get the other one if we don't get one, but I know it'll happen. We'll get both of them, and then we have to cancel one. So, in my experience, canceling one is usually the wrong one. So, at least last year.
Well, then cancel the one that you don't think you should. Or you think you should, can't. Or
that's right.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah. If your instinct is right, then the opposite must, or if your instinct is wrong, then the opposite must be right.
Correct.
So, yes, I just need to do opposite, George.
I thank everybody for their comments, their snide comments, their good comments, and all comments in between.
Yeah, a good listener crowd today. We appreciate everybody listening and commenting. Appreciate you.
If you like the podcast, please share it with your friends. It only takes a second. Go onto Facebook, invite your friends to listen to it, whether they like food trucks or not. I don't care.
Yeah, wherever you guys listen to your podcast, you can share the direct link to whatever format that is the best way to do that. We appreciate the Facebook followers on our page, but yeah, share the stream. That'd be great. We fell out of the top 200 again on all countries, so
damn.
Time for a early January surge in listenership. I blame my cold.
That last podcast was very rambly. We do apologize. Hopefully today was more structured for you.
Yeah. We'll try to get more with it. Keep the questions coming, guys. Unfortunately, we get to January, February, and yeah, it'll get better as we start getting closer to the season with better as we're busier getting ready for the season. So thanks again all for listening. We should be back next week, Monday at some undisclosed time. Once Skippy and I figure that time out, we'll let you know. Have a good week, everybody. Go Blue tonight, and go Lions on Sunday night. All right, guys. Peace out, everybody. Bye.